And now we're going to have an international flavour, and we're going to see what our European cousins are doing in the Netherlands. So I'd like to invite to the stage Ingeborg Ligtenberg, who is the Senior Project Manager for the A6 project. And forgive me, my Dutch isn't particularly good, but is it Rijkswaterstaat?
Rijkswaterstaat.
Oh, damn,
Well,
I've been
you're
practicing
doing
all
well, you're
night.
doing well.
Never mind, please. The stage is yours. The clicker's over there.
Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you.
So my name is Ingeborg Ligtenberg. I'm working for Rijkswaterstaat. And I'm a civil engineer by education. I studied in Delft at the Delft University. I'm blessed with three kids, 3 big children already. And I'm also blessed that I'm be able to speak here and be with you today. What I want to share with you is a practical example, because I'm a very practical person. I'm in projects my whole life, so I don't know much about policies, but I will make it happen together with you. Oh yeah, now I have to, next. So what can you expect from me in the next 14 minutes? It is, I want to share with you our approach, the Rijkswaterstaat Sustainability approach. I want to tell you a bit about the A6 project, because we are very proud of that project, and we were rewarded with the Procurement Plus award. How did we do it? Just an overview. And then if we have some time left, I have some more project examples. So this is our sustainability approach. The good thing about this, and it has mentioned before, we were able to choose. So what we did at Rijkswaterstaat, we chose within the broad sustainability subject, we chose for 3 focus points. One is energy and climate. Of course, we are here for that mainly today. We want to make Paris live. What it means for the project environment is that we said in a project environment where I'm in, every project has to contribute to reduce the CO level or the carbon footprint. A second focus area for Rijkswaterstaat at the moment, actually the whole Ministry of Infrastructure, is a zero waste economy. That's our ambition. And the goals we set are related to the environmental indicator, which we set goals for, well, for every couple of years. Of course, the circular economy and the CO2 footprints are highly related to each other. Another one is it is called Sustainable Area Development, because we realize we cannot do it alone. So we need collaboration, organizations and initiatives like we are here today as well. So together with others, I believe that's very important, to have a learning environment, to be open to each other, to adopt new ideas, although there might be risk, but face the risks together and manage them together. We have a system which we call the Green Deal. I love that name. We make green deals all the time in Holland. And that is to, together with the government, but also the public sector, to look at barriers. And this is the basis when we said, well, there are barriers. We don't know how to remove them to get the subject further. And then we have this initiative of the Green Deal, which is initiated by the Ministry of Infrastructure. What is it, this Green Deal on the GWW? It is a process approach. We agreed on the process approach. So on the left, there are, is it on the left? On the right for you? These are all the project steps, all the project phases. I'm sure you're familiar with them. And in every phase, we want to get the optimum of the reduction of the footprint. And we have developed tools which are suitable for every phase. I know there are a lot of tools in Europe, and I think it's a way of somehow make it a bit objective what you can achieve. This is a project example. It's the A6, so it was rewarded in 2016. So through the tender procedure, it's a design, build, finance, maintenance contract. We have a couple of projects in Holland who are financed and maintained for, say, around 20 years. Every project is slightly different, but roughly it's for 20 years. So through this, you get also the LCC into the system. It is a road widening project. We do it together with the municipal. We do a lot of work for them as well. What we have achieved is we knew when we started the tender, the contractor who get the smartest logistic solution will win. And there as well, as mentioned before, I believe that our sustainability goals, our carbon reduction goals, goes hand together with the costs. Because if you think it through, if you have a low, for instance, diesel consumption, it will save you money as well. So we had some smart solutions, like we did more over water, so more by boats instead of trucks. And that saved us CO2, and it was also cheaper for the contractor. We optimized the use of recycling materials. So that's more into planning, so you don't have to ship it in, ship it out, and that also saves costs. On the asphalt, it's not the first project with, well, we call it green asphalt, but we can see a trend in Holland, and we can see it otherwhere in Europe as well, that the asphalt is getting thinner, the materials are getting better. There is a high rate of recycling the materials, it's about 80%, and now we are looking at producing it at a lower temperature. So traditionally we do it at 160 degrees, and now we have some examples with 100 degrees. Also the bitumen material, we're looking at that if we can make it more durable. One of the gadgets, it's energy neutral, so that's in the operational phase. And that had a big spin-off in Holland because it shifted our thinking that we could actually have stretches of road energy neutral in the operational phase. How did we do it? Well, one thing is important, it's you have to do it together. So how do you get all these smart thoughts of the contractor, of the industry, how do you get all these ideas, experiences into your project? And we believe that's through functional specifications. For the larger project, construction project, we have very good examples. For the maintenance project, it's sometimes a bit more challenging at the moment, but I'm sure we will get there. We use, and that's obligatory for the projects in Rijkswaterstaat already, I think from 2013. We use the most economical advanced tender, the MEAD, and we have a sustainability MEAD, which is obligatory. So it is part of our quality criteria, actually at the moment, which I'm also proud of. The sustainability MEAD consists of two instruments, two tools. Some of you are familiar with it. One is the CO2 prestatieladder. The ladder, it is more a certification tool. You can gain different steps. At the moment, the larger contractors, they will make it to the 5th step, and the smaller ones are now into level 3 mainly. The other one is DoubleCalc. It is a software tool based on material and energy consumption, so they work together. And it is using a life cycle analysis. It's objective, which is important, and it is standardized. And of course, you need your reference design. You need to measure first, because otherwise you don't know what you are reducing. The learning aspect of using these tools, so we use these tools now for a couple of years, so you can see we are getting more and more successful. So we use it in the road, but we also use it in our locks. You know, Holland, we have a lot of locks. We're always fighting against the water, and they become bigger and bigger because we want to have bigger ships and growing economy. This is just a small example. Actually, 15 years ago, we were constructing this office, and already by that time, some of my colleagues, they thought, let's try to design it in a certain way that we can easily reuse the materials. Well, the office has to be removed much earlier than we expected, because we don't build buildings for 15 years, but actually it has to be removed in 15 years. And then we found an architect and another place, which is a youth clinic, and the youth clinic was designed to actually fully reuse the materials from this small office. And I think these are small steps towards a carbon neutral economy. Another one is the Beatrix lock, and there is also an expansion, so you can see the old lock on the right, the new lock on the left, and we use the same methodology. And also this lock, the complete set, will be energy neutral in the exploration phase, and we will monitor it as well, because it's also a design, build, finance, maintenance contract. So we are in this relationship with the contractor for 20 years. So this is already my last example. So if you want some contact details, I'm sure the slides will come to your way. Then you can always contact these people or contact me, and I will direct you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please just stay for a moment, yeah?